What's up, everyone? Hope you guys are doing well. It's starting to get nice outside in Chicago. It's about to be the end of April. We're starting to see some flowers, we're starting to see some leaves. Super excited. Chicago summers are the best summers in the world. Today I want to go over my most recent pickups. These are going to be my April pickups. I didn't get a lot of stuff this month because I'm doing a big kind of clear out that I'm trying to just get rid of a bunch of stuff that I don't love anymore. I'm really trying to get to this like pseudo minimalist-esque style. Not minimalist in the sense of like those guys that have like a pair of socks. It's a little excessive for me personally, but I'm trying to like limit the amount of stuff that I have and really focus on like amazing pieces that I feel joy about, I feel a lot of excitement about. And so every piece that I'm trying to get in the future is going to be something that I just cherish and enjoy, and I'm really excited about. So buying less but getting more, that's kind of my motto for the next foreseeable future. But let's get into these pieces. I'm going to go with accessories first, and the first accessory that I have is going to be my new Apple headphones. These are the Apple AIRPOD Pro, I think. I forget the name of them exactly, but I just really like them. I do have the regular like in-ear ones, and I like them quite a bit. But the big thing that I wanted to do with these is I've started waking up quite a bit earlier to edit videos, and just at night I'm editing videos on my computer. So I wanted something that I could just throw on. It was a bit more comfortable than the in-ear ones. And in the morning, I can kind of put them on, clean the house, do stuff like that. They're just a little bit more easy to wear from a use standpoint. I got these just recently, but the ones that I originally owned were the Sony. They were the Sony like WX-1000V4, which is like the closest direct competitor to these headphones. The one thing, I ended up returning them. Those headphones were awesome. They sounded great. They were light. I love the leather on them. The issue that I had was I wanted something that I could like be on the computer and then go and clean the house. Like I'm kind of like a little bit ADD when it comes to like getting stuff done. So I'll like do 10 minutes of one thing, another 5 minutes of another thing. So I wanted something that would go in between pretty easily. And these were just aesthetically pleasing, and the build quality is awesome on them. They are a bit big on my head. So if you see, like I put them on and they're kind of like a bit chunky, which I don't necessarily love, but it's whatever. I went with the space gray option because I wanted something that was gonna match my aesthetic, and these were on sale too, so I got them for $450 US from Micro Center. So if you guys are in the market for them, definitely check out Micro Center. The one thing that's cool about these two, or the many things that are cool about these, is the fact that the Sony only had like swipe, like it was like you had a swipe button, you had to swipe up. I didn't know exactly when I was hitting something and exactly when I wasn't hitting something. So I had to wait for like, I'd swipe this way to change my song. I didn't always hit, so I'd have to find it a few different times. This just has your very traditional classic button that you just rotate, like the top button. And then you have this, which is gonna actually put you into like the mode that if you were like talking to somebody, you could hear what they're saying. The mics inside open up so you can hear everything that's going on. As far as sound quality, they're great. I'm not like a super audiophile. I went with one part being aesthetic and one part being usability. I'm sure at that price point there are equal options or even better options for that price. Ultimately, that's the thing that's most important to me, is usability and aesthetic. Sound is really great, but I'm editing videos. I'm not listening to crazy music files, and I don't need to know the highs and highs and the lows and lows. These are my AirPod Pros. I'm sure you know what they are and where to find them, so I'm not gonna get any farther into that. I think you'll enjoy them quite a bit. So after my headphones, I got another accessory. I'm gonna be going to New York in a couple weeks, so I just wanted to have a bunch of stuff that was like really easy to use. And I needed something that was like a quick weekender, throw on my clothes, go from there. I have an Arc'teryx backpack that I use quite a bit, but I do a lot of hiking. I'm always going somewhere, and that bag is a bit sporty for me when it comes to going to New York or going to Victoria's house for the weekend. It's just a little cumbersome, and the more I hike, the more dirty it gets and the more dust and dirt and everything, and I don't wanna have to clean my backpack out every time. I'm just gonna use that for my backpack, keep it how it is, and then I'm gonna use my weekender for that. And the weekender that I went with, it's not an overtly expensive one. It's something that is just easy. I think it's minimal, and it's got enough character to it that I think it's something that I'll have for many years. So this right here is the Rains Weekender Small, I believe, or Rains Weekend Small. The one that I went with is the smallest version of that. I believe it's like 18 total liters, so it's not a huge bag, but I wanted something that I could throw a pair of shoes, a t-shirt, a hoodie, some jeans, or some slacks, and kind of go from there. But this will be like my second bag or my personal item if I'm going on a large stay, or if I'm gonna go do some like crazy shopping or anything like that. The Rains bag, it's 100% waterproof. It's got the crossbody, which I think is really great. It's not overtly expensive. It was about $95, and it's just an overall great bag. I love the detailing of, you know, this right here where you can kind of tighten it up so you make it a little bit more flat. It's got the Rains logo, you know, your clips, so if you wanted to wear it like this and just kind of have it hanging, something along those lines. Just an overall really cool bag. Not a lot about it. It's a polyurethane outer coating. Rains does a really good job of being minimalist, and I think it's something that'll just last. It's not gonna be something that I'll have for the next 100 years, but it's great for the price, and it's great for what I need and what I want. Check it out, Rains. I'll throw it in the description below. Awesome stuff. I think you'll really enjoy it. And that's my Rains weekender. Next, we're gonna get into my shoes. I recently have gotten rid of a lot of shoes. I threw them on Grailed. If anybody wants to check out my Grailed, I'll throw it down in the description below. I just wanted to get rid of stuff. Like, I'm getting out of that whole aesthetic of when I was 23 years old and I've got 50 pairs of Jordans. And I do believe that you should have your staples and stuff that you're gonna enjoy and cherish, but I don't need 8 pairs of Jordan 1s. I condensed it down to 2. I'm super happy with them. I don't need a lot of like hiking stuff or outdoor stuff, so I condensed it down to 1. I'm really excited about these. I'm gonna wear the crap out of them. They're super cool. So these are the Nike ACG Mountain Fly in Gore-Tex. I just recently got these. They came out late April. I believe it was like April 20th. And I think they're just an awesome thing. I love the intensity of the lugs on the front of the toe box. They're a full Gore-Tex, waterproof, water resistant, water repelling, super aggressive heel, or super aggressive tread with a round heel. So when you're going over rocks and stuff like that. Victoria and I do a lot of hiking. We probably go hiking once a month, and we do a lot of traveling. In the next 6 months, we're gonna be doing like 4 or 5 different places. So this is just an awesome option that I feel like I can wear really kind of casual with straight up boring hiking stuff, my ACG pants, my Arc'teryx pants. But then if I'm like wanting to go to a nice dinner, they kind of have that like Balenciaga tire boot or tire shoe. I forget the exact name of it. I'll throw it right up here, the Balenciaga shoe. So this is my poor man's Balenciaga. I just recently got rid of my Pegasus trail shoes, which were like my primary hikers. And then I had another, they were like the Terras, which were awesome. But the only issue that I had with them is they were starting to fall apart. So this is kind of like taking both of those and putting it together. Like I said, I'm trying to get into those pieces that I truly love, and that they're not gonna just kind of weigh me down. Every piece that I have, I cherish, and I love just truly spark an emotion. The next piece, this is probably my most exciting pickup for April. I waited a while for these. I had to order them like 6 weeks ago. They're kind of a custom piece. The guy that I got them from on Instagram, his Instagram is Kevin Concepts. I'll put him in the description below, or I'll put him like right here. He kind of does like his own take on what a product is. So the ones that I got, these are the Birkenstocks, so they're like the skull. They remind me of some Capital stuff, but these are the Birkenstocks Boston. The ones that I went with are just like the classic black. These are like their premium collection with the Napa leather. 100% made in Germany. I really like them. So the brand itself that Kevin Concepts is starting is called NOTIONFORYOU. And so I love the name of the concept, and I just love like the spin on these. The upper is just a full basic Birkenstock. So it's like, it's gonna have your cork lining, but it's in black. It's got the EVA sole. My favorite thing is Kevin will take the top of them and he'll throw on feet. To me, they look like I said, they look like a pair of Capital. I have a jacket with the arm right here. I'll throw that up there, and I'll throw some lookbooks on this, but just really kind of cool they're like a casual fun thing that are just unique. I love the all black, and they are stupid comfortable. I was a kind of like not anti Birkenstocks, but I was like not really on that Birkenstock plane. I thought it was gonna be something that was basic trend. You'll see that like Rick Owens is doing it, Jill Sander is doing it. Stussy did one. I mean, Dior's doing it. So it's obviously coming to be a thing. And I think as people get more casual, it's just going to continue to grow. So I went with these. They're a black Napa leather, and Kevin Concepts kind of does his own thing. They were a special order, so it took me 6 weeks to get them, and they're worth the wait. Check out Kevin Concepts. I think you're gonna really kind of dig his stuff. I'll put it in the description right here. And those are my pickups for April, everyone. I have a few other pieces that I already did reviews on. I'm gonna continue to do pickup videos. I'm gonna try to get to one a month, and then in between that, do reviews. I did kind of cave last night. I've sold a bunch of stuff, like I was telling you, and I purchased 2 pieces that I'm very excited about. I was gonna get them when I was in New York, but Essence just did a sale of 15% off, and so I went and I tried them on and got the vibe, and I love them. And I'm trying to be more frugal and save money. So I sold like 3 or 4 different like things on Grailed, and so I had a little bit of access capital, and I wanted these pieces, and when 15% off hits and on pieces like this, you kind of take advantage of it. But I'm really excited about these, and you're gonna have to check out my next video. Thank you for coming. Make sure you like and subscribe. Cheers. Bye-bye.